After checking into the hotel, the hotel was shrinking every single day. To test his theory, he stretched a rope between the walls of his room. When he woke up the next morning, the rope that had been taut the night before was now slack. When he extended his arms to measure the hallway, he made a chilling discovery. The walls that he couldn't reach yesterday were now easily within his grasp. The entire hotel was contracting at a visible rate, and if he didn't escape soon, everyone inside would be crushed to death. However, when he tried to flee, he found that the staircase had mysteriously vanished. No matter which direction he went, there was no way to get downstairs. Suddenly, strange sounds began echoing throughout the corridor. The pipes overhead shook violently, and picture frames on the walls bounced frantically. When he pressed his ear against the wall, he could actually hear something that sounded like a heartbeat. The next moment, the lights started flickering wildly, and a hidden door at the end of the hallway suddenly swung open. A group of people carrying musical instruments emerged from within. He approached them with questions, but not a single person acknowledged his presence. In desperation, he blended in with the service staff, hoping to escape through the kitchen's emergency exit. But when he entered the kitchen, he was completely stunned. Every single piece of food was eggs. Various types and sizes of eggs filled the entire kitchen space. When he asked the staff how to leave the hotel, he was told that the hotel had no exit whatsoever. The only way out was to work in the kitchen for a full year without making a single mistake. Just then, an employee accidentally dropped and broke an egg. The lobby manager immediately appeared and dragged the worker away to the meat grinder room. To survive, the man had no choice but to become a hotel employee, beginning his nightmare of forced labor. Although the dormitory atmosphere was pleasant and the work, while exhausting, allowed for adequate rest time, he gradually adapted to life there. However, the next day, he could touch both walls of the corridor simultaneously with his outstretched hands. He rushed to the kitchen to warn everyone, only to find that the once spacious kitchen had become impossibly crowded, with people bumping into each other and causing dishes to constantly fall and shatter. That's when he realized it wasn't just one room shrinking, it was the entire hotel. He reported this deadly problem to the head chef, but was accused of questioning management's competence. The head chef not only refused to believe him, but also gave him a severe tongue lashing. He shouted warnings to the other employees, telling them to flee before they were crushed to death. But these workers seemed brainwashed, obediently returning to their stations at the head chef's command. Faced with his increasingly frantic screaming, the head chef actually pretended to have a heart attack. This sparked outrage among the staff, and they collectively carried him out and threw him from the kitchen. In despair, he could only try to figure out an escape plan on his own. Returning to his room, he discovered that the window had somehow been broken. He wanted to escape through it, but despite clearly being on the second floor, looking down revealed a bottomless abyss. Moreover, he was surrounded by a circle of rooms identical to his own. Suddenly, all the windows shattered simultaneously, meaning that every room's walls were contracting in perfect synchronization. The hallway walls were being compressed into wrinkles, with wallpaper peeling off everywhere. When he tore away a piece of the wallpaper, he saw something writhing behind the wall.